たとえ勇気を振り絞って言ったとしても何をしたらいいか分かりませんし、それに。
そっか。じゃあすぐ
行くぞ。急ごう。
盤面を見ずに今の一手でこちらの布陣を崩すとはさすがです。さて次はどう打つか。
あやか、どうも、オイラたちだぞ。
君たちか、久しぶりだね。悪いな、お嬢ならちょうど外出中なんだ。
おや、この声はトーマ、もしかして九段の旅人さんかい？
ご明察。
はじめまして。綾香から話は聞いています。お会いできて光栄です。社奉行上里家当主上里綾と。以後お見知りおきを。妹がいつもお世話になっています。やっとお二人にお礼ができますね。ただあいにく綾香は外出中でして、上里家に関すること。
本日はお日柄もよく、この度は突然のご訪問誠にご容赦をいただきたく。
突然どうしたんだい？
だってこの人、なんだかすごそうな雰囲気が漂ってるだろう。おいらのそれに立ち上がっただけでなんだか部屋の空気が急に変わって
小さなお客さん、そうかしこまる必要はありません。公務の場ではないので、どうぞ力を抜いてください。
しんどかった。そんじゃ遠慮なくズバッと聞くぞ。九条かまじと柊千里が結婚するって噂が流れてるんだけど。
おや、あなたたちの耳にも入っていたんですね。なるほど、そうでしたか。ええ、確かに事実です。私も少し前にそのことを知りました。二大奉行の有力者同士の婚姻です。稲妻全土で大きな話題となるでしょう。祭事や文化に関することは社奉行の務め。その件も当然我々の管轄になります。
まあある意味奉行と将軍様のメンツは人々から同等に見られるからね。こちらも重要視しないといけない。
ほむほむ。まあとりあえず好きな人同士が結婚できるんだし、おめでたいことだよな。
ええ、そうですね。奉行間の婚姻はめったにないことですが、あのお二人は愛を育んだ者同士。固定観念にとらわれることなく自由な道を歩むべきでしょう。
では後ほど俺が両家を訪問し、上里家からの祝いの品を届けてきます。
いや、今回は私が自ら出向こ
しかし若にはまだ公務が。
九条家と柊家が婚姻関係を結ぶのだから、上里家も相応の礼を尽くすべきだろう。社奉行の業務は実に雑多。そのため婚礼などの祭事はいつも妹に任せています。ただ綾香はここのところ多忙で手が回らない状況なんです。一方私はちょうど時間が空いています。これを機にお二人に会っておくのも悪くはありません。そこでどうでしょう、あなたたちも一緒に行きませんか？この件を気にかけているということは、あなたたちとあの二人の間には何かしら特別な縁があるということ。であれば共に訪問し、彼らを祝福しませんか？それとも私の勘違いでしたか？
そんな特別って言えるほどの仲じゃないぞ。手紙を送ったのもただ依頼を受けたからであって待てよ、もしかしてそうなのか。
ありがとうございます。あなたたちがいてくれれば
お前社奉行のくせに挨拶がね。
おや、わざわざ世辞を言うなんて煩わしくはありませんか？トーマ、客人と出かけてくる。家の中の。
はい、若。お気をつけて行ってらっ。どうしたんだい？まさか若と一緒だと息が詰まるとか。まあ。
いつでも出発できる。
安心して任せて。やるべきことはまだまだたくさんある。
楽しみだな。
あんたを信じるよ。
召喚に応じ参上する。
今回はお前の名で戦略を入れておいたぞ。手合わせ。
いいだろう。
いつでも
お客様かな。早く酒を用意を。
え、マジ？
ルック様とガイア様はいつ昔の中に戻れるのかしら。
いらっしゃい。取引の件でしょうか。
ガイア様はいつ昔の中に戻れるのかしら。
隙あり。
いざ。とガイア様はいつ昔の中に戻れる。
早く酒の用意を。いざ。
やっと戻って。
しゃぶきよ様。
おや、このお二人は？
オイラたちと一緒に来た友達。
本当のことだった。ただの噂ではなかった。
それはよかった。
ただ私があの二人の代わりに伝えたのはいささか妥当とは言えません。公表がされるまでこのことはどうかご内密に。
当主様、僕たちなんかにそうかしこまら
なら安心して大丈夫そうですね。そうだ、
もちろんですとも。
私は先に失礼。
新の城？
ああ。
いざ。はっ。
到着いたしました。ごゆっくりどうぞ。
ああ、ご苦労だった一平。まさかシャブ業様がいらっしゃるとは。十分なおもてなしができず。
九条様、そう気を使われずとも結構です。今回は本日伺ったのは柊様ともうすぐ婚礼の儀を挙げられると耳にしたからです。それは盛大な式。
それはご丁寧にありがとうございます。
オイラたちもお祝いに来たぞ。
高塚家の一件以来、天領奉行の内情はだいぶ落ち着きました。当主代行として政務にいち早くなれるよう尽力しております。
謙虚な方だ。世間ではあなたの評価はとても高いようですね。
めっそうもございません。周りの者たちに支えられているからこその地位です。そして情勢が落ち着いてきた今、自分
人生の一大事だもんな。うまく縁談がまとまってよかったぜ。
いえ、そんな。申し訳。
いえいえ、このまま聞いておりますので。何せ刑事です。お気になさらず。眉を潜めな。
ええ。ところで今回の婚姻について神里
そんなことありません。人の恋路を妨害するなどあってはならない。周りからは様々な声が上がるかもしれませんが、あなたもきっと後々の問題を考えた上でご決断された。
え
え。ならば自信を持ってください。強い意志を持つ者はすでに。ただ個人的にはちょっとした
というのは、
天領奉行の内情を正そうと尽力したことは称賛に値します。これを皮切りに変革が始まることでしょう。しかしこの時期に柊家と九条家の婚姻を発表すれば、各地域や勘定奉行内であなた。
はい、さすがは上里様。それに関しては柊信介様は僕が千里さんと連絡を取るのを頑なに反対していました。ですから もしこの機を逃してしまえば次はないかもしれん。
あ、思い出したぞ。あのじいさん、顔は
お気持ちはわかります。しかしそれは問題を先送りにしているだけのこと。遅かれ。
ええ、ごもっともです。しかしはい、彼女から手紙をもらったんです。悩んだ末、そういえば僕が改めて求婚を申し込もうと彼女の。
どういうことだ？
彼女は嘘がバレないようにあえて困惑するふりをしていたんでしょう。もちろん交際を続けてきた僕には彼女の真意など明白でした。手紙の話は彼女は僕の冗談に文句を言いましたが、顔をあからめながらうなずいてくれました。
なるほど。それで二人の合意の。
ええ、こうして僕たちはようやくお互いの僕もそろそろ頃合いだとは思っていたんです。この先何が起ころうとも僕は必ず彼女のそばに立ち続け。
眩しい。さっきから突っ込みたかったんだけど、恋に落ちたやつってみんなこんななのか？話が長
申し訳ございません、上里様。
いえいえ、むしろ安心しましたよ。あなたのその態度と決意を見て心配は不要だと感じました。婚礼の儀をつつがなく執り行え。
そうだな。お前の
皆さんありがとうございます。
さて、我々は次の用事がありますので。
はい。
あいつ忙しそうだったな。結婚する人ってみんなあんな感じなのか？なんていうか幸せな忙しさだな。
そうですね。九条鎌地様は身も心も幸せに浸っています。旅人さん、あなたはどう思いますか？ええ、恥ずかしがり屋ではあっても柊千里はそのようなことをする方ではないはずです。私も気にはなります。ただ残念ながら物事の本質を追求することはいい結果につながらないことの方が多い。
そうだよ、なんでだ？オイラたちがもし冒険の途中で似たようなことにぶつかったらきっと原因を突き止めるぞ。
おや、冒険者の考え方ではそうなのですね。理由は主に2つです。1つ、我々が把握している情報があまりにも少なすぎる。2つ、こちらの方が私たちが無理に干渉すれば親切心が裏目に出てしまうこともあるでしょう。
確かにカマジは全く気にしてなかったな。
世の中のあらゆるものはつながっています。一見して単純な結果であってもその大半は複数の要因が積み重なったものです。何事も明確にしようとすれば効率は悪くなり苦悩も後を絶ちません。ええ、そういうことになるかもしれませんね。私のような考えを持っていなければ社奉行の煩雑な仕事は永遠に終わりませんから。普段から私はこのように考えています。ことが起こった以上その原因にこだわるよりも 起こったことに目を向けた方が得策だと。それがもたらす最終的な結果が有益なものであり、それによって惑わされたり被害を受けたりする人がいないのであれば、その件は看過しても問題ありません。今のところはっきりとした結論は出せないでしょう。私たちはまだ柊千里の考えを知りませんから。それよりも旅人さん、あのような短い会話でこうも要所を抑えているとは。妹の言う通り優れた洞察力をお持ちのようですね。
あれ？でも千里はもう鎌地と話し合ったんだよな。
それはあくまで九条鎌地の主観であり、事実とは噛み合っていない可能性もあります。私たちも柊千里がどのように考えているのか分かればいいのですが。
確かにそうだけど、おいらの頭じゃよくわからないぞ。
問題ありませんよ。これから柊家へも祝福の挨拶に行くつもりでした。直接会って彼女に聞いてみましょう。もし彼女も九条鎌地と同じように固い意志をお持ちであれば、お二人は共に歩むことができるでしょう。しかしそうでなかった場合人生常に順風満帆というわけにはいきません。
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
There is still much to prepare for the wedding. Should we also invite some prominent business leaders who frequent...
At the very least, we should send them invitations.
I agree. Ah, hello there, Yashiro Commissioner.
To what do we owe the honor on this fine day?
As it happens, I'm here regarding the same wedding I believe I heard you discussing just now. I come bearing the felicitations of the Kamisato clan. Would Lady Hiragi happen to be available at this moment?
Our lady is entertaining guests right now, and we're not entirely sure how long she will be.
But please, do come in. We will arrange some tea and snacks for you and your attendants.
Hey! Paimon is not an attendant!
You misunderstand. These two are dear friends.
You're too...
We don't wish to impose. Apologies for the interruption while you're busy with preparations. Please, let us know...
Nonsense, Commissioner. No imposition at all. This wedding is a joyful occasion, and we're merely doing the best we can to make this wedding as grand and a fair...
When the time comes, we'll invite everyone in the clan and even the general public to attend.
That sounds splendid. We'll leave you to it.
Take care, Commissioner.
Seems like you guys talked a lot without actually saying anything.
Hence why I dislike small talk. Our timing was not ideal, but never mind. I spotted a stall on our way over where we can pass the time. The owner always manages to come up with novel ideas.
Oh, it's Tomoki!
Ah, it's you. Good to see you again. Seems like you're always showing up with a VIP in tow.
Oh? So you know the owner?
Yep, we tried his dango milk a while back with the almighty Shogun and Inazuma...
Ah, I see. So you were involved in that. I'd caught wind of this dango milk, but I didn't know that it had anything to do with you two. I always order one of his creative drinks whenever I pass the stall. The flavor... When I noticed he'd set up shop in Rito, I simply had to come by.
Oh, thanks to you all, my business is finally beginning to take off. It gave me the confidence to decide that I'm going to stick to creative... On the one hand, I wanted more people to be able to try out my culinary creations. On the other hand, I wanted my customers to experience the joy of being... So I gave it a lot of thought and finally came up with an all-new business concept.
Sounds interesting.
I've decided to give complete creative control to the customer. I offer all sorts of ingredients, and they pick and choose what... As well as dango, I now offer rice cake, purple potato balls, black sugar, and sunsettia.
Do they really all go well with me? Hard to imagine.
What if I were to choose some ingredients you don't have here? Would that be okay?
Well, I guess so. any novel ideas you have, Commissioner. The whole idea was to let my customers express their creativity freely. So of course, I shouldn't place restrictions on the ingredients if I can help it.
Excellent. There are lavender melon, seagrass, and sea ganoderma.
What? You
I do indeed.
really think that's gonna turn out to...
It's all about the experience. The taste is secondary. It's great to try new things. Traveler, any thoughts?
Sounds like a risky choice. Are you sure? Well...
3 milks with lavender melon, please.
No problem. Give me a second, I'll have them ready. Here, your milk is ready. Give it a try.
Yep, just as Paimon suspected.
I think it tastes all right. It makes me feel in touch with Mother Nature.
Your review seemed pretty positive, but Paimon...
Taste is your key concern, yet...
Obviously! Tasty food and drinks are some of life's most important pursuits!
Well said. If I could say the same was true for me, I believe I'd be a very content man. Yes. No one has unlimited energy, and I try to conserve mine for the things that really count. To create some mental breathing room, I try not to having my sister attend public events in my stead, and having Toma as housekeeper has also been a great help, and allowed me to...
We're just passing the time here, though, right? Is there anything else to think about than what we're doing right now?
1 or 2 things. Let's continue this discussion somewhere else. I noticed something before we left the Hiragi clan's residence. No, it was just a small detail. I was curious to know. Naturally, they responded that all other clans are happy, but that...
What do you mean?
Hiragi Shinsuke is still in prison, meaning the Kanjo Commission is the least stable in the Tri-Commission. Hiragi Chisato is the sole remaining pillar of her clan, but now she plans to marry into the Kujo clan. If I belong to one of the assisting clans... But they didn't mention a word about that. They simply said they were delighted for them. These are not unintelligent people. I imagine they didn't want to discuss family issues in front of outsiders. But still, the more I think... Keep a close eye on them, Hisashi.
Yes, sir.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
This is one of my most trusted members of the Shumatsuban. He's been quietly watching out for us this whole time.
Merely doing my duty, sir.
Keep a close watch on the clan representatives we met today.
Well received. I'm on the...
Oh, and I almost forgot. That milk I just had? Please order one more and deliver it to Toma.
As you wish, sir.
Oh no, poor Toma.
Sir Kamisato, Lady Hiragi's previous engagement is now concluded. She's waiting for you in the court.
Thank you kindly. Let's go and see Hiragi.
Chisato?
I heard that Sir Kamisato had brought some guests, but I didn't know it was you.
It's been a while, Lady Hiragi.
This is a rare privilege, Sir Kamisato. It is not often that I have the chance to meet you, let alone here in the comfort of my own home. I'm doing very... You must be so busy. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and congratulate...
But of course. The Tri-Commission are the servants of the Shogun, and we should look out for one another. In fact, we visited Sir Kujo just now. Perhaps his joy is infectious, for I am now feeling rather elated myself. I sincerely wish you a joyful wedding and a bliss...
Thank you. This was not an easy decision to make. I'm sure the news will cause something of a stir. But come what may, we will stand as one and face whatever the...
Sounds like things are pretty tough for you.
Yes. But Kamaji has been so supportive. His
It sounds like you have some considerable reservation.
Yes. Well, in case you were wondering, I was not actually entertaining VIPs just now. I was in fact meeting with one of the Kanjo
Oh! Really?
Mm-hmm. He charged in all of a sudden and said that he had He didn't mince his words. Basically, he doesn't want me to marry Kamaji. He has always been a calm and contained person who never acts out of line. I was quite shocked to see, but despite all that, what he was saying made a lot of sense. He thinks that now is a bad time. He pointed out that I am like the final pillar propping up my clan. If I marry into the Kujo clan, that pillar is taken away.
It's just two families becoming one big...
Traditionally, in Inazuma, clan affiliation influences every facet of life. After the wedding, Lady Hiragi will belong to the Kujo clan. The Kanjo Commission's attitude toward you may undergo some significant...
Precisely. This is a terrible thing to be saying, but... I'm starting to have second thoughts. Maybe I went along... I'm so sorry. I can't...
No problem at all. The Yashiro Commission has a duty to listen to you. Now, we heard from Sir Kujo that his... But we've also heard that you did not write that letter. Sir Kujo thought that perhaps you were just...
What? But that was... It was just a prop in his playful...
Fancy lettering, you say? So I am to understand that had it not been for this letter, you two may not have chosen this moment...
When it comes down to it... Yes, I think so.
Sir Kujo maintains that the letter was penned by your...
Huh?
Either way, it's wonderful to see how much you both trust one another. In that sense, you could say that the origin of the letter is ultimately not of great importance. Who knows? Perhaps Sir Kujo was the one being coy. After all, he had no particular reason to be forthcoming with us about the details of his playful proposal.
I understand. But my position does matter. Kamaji and I thought that we needn't worry about anything that lies ahead, but now,
Marriage is the most important decision of your life. It is also part of the Yashiro Commission's job to help people through difficult... I say this as an advocate for you personally, and for the Hiragi clan. Please, do not be compelled. To be together with the one you love is a sacred thing. It is my earnest wish that both of you may enjoy a bright and beautiful future.
I'll take to heart every word you have said to me. I can't thank you enough.
All that matters is that you follow your heart. Since you'll be needing some time to think things over,
Oh, wait! Let me...
Thank you, Lady Hiragi, but there will be no... Traveler, let's find somewhere to...
Hiragi Chisato is on a totally different... Hayato, why did you give her such vague suggestions? Couldn't you just have told her what you'd do in her position? Because Paimon's pretty sure you...
I've said everything I can, given the Yashiro Commission's stance. Interfering too much with other commission's domestic issues will... The more I think about it, the stranger this all seems. But Hiragi Chisato...
Strange?
Someone wants Hiragi Chisato to be married as soon as possible. And if my guess is right, it is someone from within the... Think about this. A lowly officer is greatly worried about Hiragi Chisato's future, while the heads of the supporting clans ostensibly have no concern at all. It doesn't add. When someone's words and actions do not match, you need to infer their intentions from their behavior. Yes, it's a smart strategy. Far superior. Even had the forged letter failed and been seen for what it was, there would have been no repercussions. They could simply have explained it away as a misguided but well-meaning matchmaking attempt by a member of the... But if the letter were to achieve its goal, as it has so far, the perpetrator would successfully weaken the Hiragi clan without ever having to lift a finger against them. All with Hiragi Chisato having married into the Kujo clan and the head of the Hiragi clan in prison, challenges to the Hiragi clan's leadership would begin to emerge throughout the ranks of the Kanjo Commission. Eventually... Actually, we have evidence. His name is Shinojo.
Shinojo?
He should be...
Yes, sir?
That's the second time you...
Did they take one of the Kanjo Commission officers away?
Yes. His name is Shinojo.
As I expected. They cannot afford to let this opportunity pass them by. They have... Hiragi Chisato had been persuaded by Kujo Kamaji, and the wedding was sure. But after Chisato's meeting with Shinojo, she began to have second thoughts.
But why did they suspect him?
Someone was eavesdropping on our conversation with Chisato the entire time.
No way! Whew. But Chisato got what you meant about the letter, though.
I think so. But whoever is behind this will not allow their plan to fail now. They will not be inclined to respect Hiragi. Her stance was so passive that she was easily manipulated. Treated like a pawn, with even her marriage becoming a battleground for political... Despite all of this, she still believed that when she formally marries into the Kujo clan, she will lose her title as daughter of the Hiragi clan, her position in the Kanjo Commission.
Marriage is such a trap.
Easier said than done. The perpetrators are manipulating everything from the shadows, letting unsuspecting pawns do... We, meanwhile, are out in the open. If we attempt to stop this wedding from happening, we will become the villains of the story.
So what...
At this stage, if the perpetrators wish to maintain control over the situation, their only option is to come out from the shadows and bear their fate. But first things first, we must go and rescue Shinojo. He has done nothing wrong and does not... Tell me where Shinojo is.
Cold beer after a hard day's work. Nothing like it.
Stop this.
It's the Yashiro Commissioner. Well, we take orders from our ma-
Really? Then please, excuse me.
Who goes there? Soldiers!
Be still. Cascade.
I must withdraw.
Blast. Let's go. We must report to Master right away.
Hey, get back here!
No need to follow them. We need bait to catch the fish anyway. I think I saw a key fall to the ground during the fight. Let's free Shinojo first. But in all the chaos...
What the? It's a tanuki? Oh, don't tell Paimon that the tanuki took it!
Let's follow it and...
Oh, thank the gods you're here. Thank you. It was terrifying. They said they were gonna throw the cage into the sea with me still inside. Oh, wait! You have to listen to me. Lady Chisato's wedding. It's all part of us.
Calm down, Shinojo. It's okay. We knew about...
Huh?
Our suspicions were roused to this possibility, and so far, everything is unfolding rather as we expect. Those behind this plan are not going to give up easily.
Yashiro Commissioner, you're personally going to take action?
This situation has consequences for the whole Tri-Commission, and the stability of all Inazuma is at stake. The almighty Shogun has always despised these pathetic power games. As a commissioner, I am a servant of the Shogun, and it is there...
That's...
Shinojo, don't return to your post yet. Find somewhere safe. Traveler, Paimon.
Well, if it isn't the Yashiro Commissioner, I hear you showed up here with no explanation. You wouldn't happen to be carrying out some sort of secret mission?
I heard that someone was taking the law into their own hands. As a responsible official of Inazuma, I could not in good conscience stand idle. Shinojo may be your retainer, but the law does not grant you the right...
Abuse! Nonsense! Out of nowhere, a low-ranking officer decides to barge in on Lady Hiragi and start spouting out the most absurd and insulting nonsense I dare say, the poor...
So, you're saying that you know absolutely nothing of the reasons for his actions? Because otherwise, why would you
Two people from two different clans are getting married. That's all there is to it. And yet this young gentleman took it up. Even if she marries into the Kujo clan, Lady Hiragi will always be the daughter of the Hiragi clan. And we are, and always with loyalty and duty, are our guiding principles. Not only did this guard show no regard for either, he went out of his way to upset our lady. How could one do such a thing? I have to say, I'm surprised to see one of such noble standing as yourself rushing to defend.
Darn it! This guy is good.
You'd think, wouldn't you? But there's a catch. You see, this bird is of no use to humans whatsoever, and certainly doesn't make a suitable pet. If you catch one, the best thing you can do is actually cut its tongue off and throw it out of the window. The reason they give is this. The longest tongue has the most to say, but don't be deceived as it chirps away.
You...
Far from it. In my mind, the Kanjo Commission is made up of honorable individuals, upright and forthright, conscientious. It is unbecoming of such people to resort to lies, deception, and filibustering, all as part of a...
Yashiro, Commissioner, please do...
The evidence is standing right in front of me, is it not? I have a credible witness who can confirm you were quick to try and make him disappear as soon as he... Ugh, dear me. I can't believe the Grand Matsura clan is now represented by... someone with less of a sense. You studied hard and took a government position, only to make it to where you are now just to play these petty power games behind the scenes. And in your years of service to the Shogun, not only have you managed to glean nothing good from the people around you, you have also let yourself be blinded by self-interest. I'm not angry, Mr. Matsura.
Is that right? Then tell me, if you're... This is at most a Kanjo Commission issue. We'll handle this... You are reaching rather outside of your bounds, Yashiro, Commissioner. If you seek to involve yourself in other clans' affairs, I think you are simply opposed to an alliance between the Kanjo Commission and Tenryo Commission. Because the new balance of power in the Tri-Commission would be a threat to you personally. So you come here with an elaborate excuse to try...
So, that's how you view it. Well, I have to admit, you clearly are far more talented than I at monitoring the power balance within the Tri-Commission.
Let me be crystal clear. This wedding is going to happen. The notices have already been sent out. Olivine, most of the public weren't aware that Kujo Kamaji and Hiragi Chisato were courting. But you can bet, it's all anybody's talk. Once the notices go out, that's it. The wedding is a sure thing. Even... So suddenly I
had expected you to at least be smarter than most.
Kamisato Ayato! You... How dare you!
You've made your move. Now, I suppose it's time I made mine.
What do you mean?
Do you seriously think this marriage will bring the Kanjo Commission and the Tenryo Commission together? Isn't it at all possible that the Kanjo Commission becomes... Goodness me. Well, I've learned a great deal from talking to you. That will be...
Hey! Hey! What was all that?
They had their scheme, but fortunately I was prepared. As I said, they ended up coming out from the shadows and revealing them. Let's see how things are in Inazuma City. Then, I'll take you through...
The daughter of the Kanjo Commission's Hiragi clan?
Sounds like an all-around perfect match.
For sure. I'm just surprised. It seems very sudden. I hadn't heard a single...
Good luck to them, I say. I'm sure it must have been a hard...
Looks like the wedding is definitely going ahead.
It's still too early to make that conclusion. Our adversary wants to push this marriage past the point of no return. However, we can still beat them at their own game. But only if Kujo Kamachi is willing to help us.
Welcome. I just heard that the news of my wedding has been officially... It seems so sudden.
Yeah, about that, it's...
I see. So someone's trying to take advantage of our marriage.
If you proceed with the wedding, the repercussions for you are likely to be minimal. But we must take Lady Hiragi's situation into consideration.
I've previously considered this possibility. But in the end, we're getting married for true love. And I've promised her that I'll do everything in my power to protect her.
I understand where you're coming from, but to be frank, she should not need, or, to put it another way, you have tacitly admitted that Lady Hiragi will need your help to get through the... I don't mean to criticize you. It is natural to want to protect our loved ones. You're an intelligent and gentle person, and I'm sure you would have been able to think about this more objectively were you not so emotionally involved. I'm sure you admire Lady Hiragi for being the independent, gentle... For the sake of marrying you, this wonderful woman will become someone who has to depend on you for the rest of... Are you really okay?
I love her with all my heart, and would do any... That's why I cannot abide to see her suffer or be manipulated by... Yashiro, Commissioner, you're right. It was naive and selfish, but it's too late now, isn't it?
I have a plan, but it needs a villain. Sir Kujo, in order for my plan to work, you and I must both play the role of antagonists. But it is not without its risks. Are you willing to help?
If there's a way to salvage this, then let's hear it.
I've told the people at the Kanjo Commission that the marriage isn't going to unify the Kanjo Commission and the Tenryou Commission. On the contrary, it's a terrible... The context for this is that they are planning to use this marriage to bring down the Hiragi clan. And the key to their success is coming up against no resistance to the marriage from the Tenryou Commission. But what if we were to imagine for a moment that since the affairs of the Vision Hunt Decree, the Tenryou Commission has been planning to make a move against the weakened Kanjo Commission? The only reason you have been hesitant to act since taking over the Tenryou Commission is because you care about Lady Hiragi. And so, your plan is to liaise with the Yashiro Commission, to marry her and bring her out of the Kanjo Commission. Once that is achieved, as the person in charge of the Tenryou Commission, you no longer have any...
I see. This is an ingenious plan. It takes advantage of the situation.
Exactly. Our purpose is to change Lady Hiragi's position from an unnecessary burden to an indispensable... By doing so, we can even strengthen her position in the Kanjo Commission. Once our adversaries realize how the network of connections behind the scenes really looks, they'll do their utmost to stop this wedding from happening. Then, we simply leave them to clear up the...
Got it.
So the network of connections?
We have to make sure that the behind-the-scenes story comes to the attention of our dear friends in the Matsura, with whom I spoke earlier, will now be fearing the worst. No doubt he'll be on the lookout for the first sign of... In that case, he will almost certainly have placed informants throughout Inazuma City. What we need to do is to use these informants as a breeding ground for our... Sir Kujo, there are certain things that... It's almost time. My ninja has... That person is one of Matsura's informants. Let's follow him.
Did you see that? Sir Kujo Kamaji just came past here with a huge group of people.
Could it be related to the wedding announcement?
Maybe, but from the look on his face, it seems like something much more serious. He and his men seem pretty intense at the moment. Isn't it all a bit excessive for a wedding?
The Tenryo Commission has sent a load of people to Rito. I guess it must have something to do with the wedding. I think in all there must have been about 100 people so far.
That doesn't sound good. What could be going on? I hope it's just Sir Kujo Kamaji being overcautious. The news is spreading fast, but it appears Master's fears may be well placed. There's no way they sent this many people just to escort the bride. I have to investigate.
He ran off!
As expected. Let's follow him.
Where'd he go? He was right there a moment ago. Seems he disappeared in a blink of an eye. If only we'd made less noise.
That person is one of Matsura's informants. Let's follow him.
Did you see that? Sir Kujo Kamaji just came past here with a huge group of people.
Could it be related to the wedding announcement?
Maybe, but from the look on his face, it seems like something much more serious. He and his men seem pretty intense at the moment. Isn't it all a bit excessive for a wedding?
The Tenryo Commission has sent a load of people to Rito. I guess it must have something to do with the wedding. I think in all there must have been about 100 people so far.
That doesn't sound good. What could be going on? I hope it's just Sir Kujo Kamaji being overcautious. The news is spreading fast, but it appears Master's fears may be well placed. There's no way they sent this many people just to escort the bride. I have to investigate.
He ran off!
As expected. Let's follow him.
Wow! It's like the whole Tenryo Commission is here.
Excuse me, has something... I'm a businessman passing through, and it's a little disconcerting to see this place so...
Ah, please don't be alarmed. As I'm sure you've heard, the wedding of Sir Kujo Kamaji, Sir Kujo decided to send for Lady Hiragi ahead of time, and have her live in Inazuma City during the run-up to...
I see.
We are here to clear the way for Lady Hiragi. Not just us, either. You'll see more Tenryou Commission members as you go further along. We're all here... Sir Kujo holds Lady Hiragi in the highest regard, and wants to treat her with the utmost respect.
I understand. Sorry to disturb your work. Drat. It's exactly as Master feared. They say they're here to guard the road, but really they're poised to attack if Master doesn't allow Lady Hiragi to leave. Wait, no. If Lady Hiragi does leave, they'll have all the more reason to strike. But we're no... I must tell Master right away.
He ran off again!
That should do it. The seeds have been sown. In this atmosphere, mounting suspicion will nurture fear among the Kangjo. Now, we wait patiently for it to grow and ferment. The calm before the storm is always...
Are they really gonna own up and apologize? Just...
If you're curious to find out, you can visit the Hiragi clan in Rito in a couple... I have some other business to attend to, so I won't be spending any... In any case, we've made our move. Well then, goodbye for now. I truly hope that things will work out in Hiragi Chisato's best interests.
He left kind of abruptly. Are things really gonna turn out like he predicted? Paimon too. Well...
What's on the other side of the ocean?
It's hard to remain on dry land for so long. Could never quite seem to get my land legs back.
These people from the Tenryou Commission have been here for days now.
I guess they're here to pick up Lady Hiragi. But why would it be taking so long?
I heard that the Kanjo Commission suddenly said they don't want Lady Hiragi to leave. To be honest, I'd be hesitant if I were her. A crowd this size comes to Rito? Who knows what they could be planning?
Shh, stay quiet. Someone might hear you.
Oh, right. Sorry. How did things get to this point?
Hello. How may I help?
we arrived here 2 days ago to escort Lady Hiragi to Inazuma City. Sir Kujo Kamaji gave us very strict orders, so we have to obey. But every time we attempt to receive the bride, the Hiragi clan always finds an excuse to delay things. Since we haven't fulfilled our duties yet, we decided to stay in Rito until Lady Hiragi is ready to come with us. We apologize. It was not our intention to stay here so long. We promise our presence here will not impact ordinary people's lives. We can only hope that the leaders of the Hiragi clan will start to cooperate soon. If this stalemate continues, who knows? Sir Kujo might give us orders to be less accommodating.
How much longer does your master plan to hold them off?
I have no idea. We're stuck in limbo here. Master's been very on edge these past few days. He gets irate over the smallest things, and is suspicious of everything. He's been yelling at me a lot. I understand that he's anxious, but I mean, what can we do? I've told him before, never cross the Yashiro Commissioner.
Yeah, good advice. With him, you just know that whatever he's doing, a lot of preparation has gone into it. If Lady Hiragi is really taken away, then what will the Tenryou Commission do? And what will the Yashiro Commission do?
Maybe we should tell Master to discuss things with Lady Hiragi.
Hiragi Chisato is now at the center of every conversation in Rito. By now, the Kanjo Commission probably knows how important she is. But what about what she thinks? Oh, let's go and see.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready. If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready. Cold beer after a hard day's work. Nothing like it. If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
Traveler! I assume you've heard about everything that's been going on out there. What on earth is happening?
Don't worry, we can explain everything. So, what happened was...
After the Tenryou Commission arrived, they suddenly became alarmed. They keep having secretive discussions and won't allow me to have any direct contact with the Tenryou Commission. I never would have thought that this was Sir Kamisato's plan. Now it all... I'm sorry. I haven't. Maybe there's no right or wrong decision. Maybe everything would be easier if I simply didn't have... I used to tell myself things like this to avoid having to think about it. But once I saw the notices appearing out of nowhere on the streets, signaling that the wedding was confirmed, I didn't feel reassured at all. Instead, I keep thinking back to what Sir Kamisato said. This is supposed to be my bright and beautiful future. I can happily accept that if someone was trying to take advantage of my marriage, I should... But that's not the answer I'm looking for. And also...
Ah, Lady Hiragi, here you are. You scared me for a sec. You... Wait, you're the ones who... What do you think you're doing here? Are you trying to convince Lady Hiragi to leave?
Calm down. They're my friends. They're just here to...
Friends? Lady Hiragi, I told you already, these are exceptional circumstances. You are extremely important to us, and to the... Who's to say they don't have a hidden agenda?
If you want to accuse us of trying to abduct her, just come out and say it!
Don't be rude. You've been very highly strung lately, seeing everything as a threat. Listen to me. I know all the ins and outs of everything that's happened so far. Her arrival might well be your very last chance to fix. The present state of affairs in Rito shows me that the situation has escalated well past the point where you could hope to control it. If this deadlock continues any longer, we will have nothing to... This is not an order. All I need you to do is give me an explanation.
Understood, my lady. I shall discuss...
Good job, Chisato.
I was so nervous. But I thought, yes, well, let's wait and see what happens. I hope they provide a satisfactory...
We had a serious discussion and reflected on our mistakes. In all honesty, no one can handle the weight of the situation here. Everyone is beside... I'm so sorry. My actions were radical and duplicitous. Would you please give us a second chance? For my lady's sake, please give the Kanjo Commission another chance. I suppose you're... The only person who can change the Tenryo Commission's mind will be the... We'll head off to the Kamisato estate shortly, and beseech him to help us with the utmost sincerity. Lady Hiragi, might I ask you to join us? By the way, aren't you a good friend of the Yashiro Commissioner? Please put in some good words for me. Yashiro Commissioner, I'm sure you've heard the news. The Tenryo Commission has now occupied Rito, refusing to leave until we hand Lady... I realize I have greatly offended you with my atrocious actions. And I realize also that this must sound like the...
I'm sorry, Mr. Matsura. I'm exceptionally busy and have but a moment to spare before my next engagement. I fear that... So, please, if you would be so...
I know our apology means nothing to you. But we really have nothing else left to offer by this point. Lady Hiragi is indispensable to us. So, would it be at all possible for you to talk to Sir Kujo once more? On our...
You make it sound so easy. The Tri-Commission will be ridiculed by the public if we choose to withdraw the notices now and eat our words. To lose face for the Tri-Commission is to bring shame to Her Excellency. Are you and your associates ready to face the thunderous wrath?
We'll take full responsibility. We'll publish a new notice and hold a... We'll do everything we can to minimize the impact.
But the Tri-Commission must always put the interests of Inazuma first, regardless of what Sir Kujo and I may feel. If the situation in Rito is left to fester any further, things may get out of control. If we fail to contain the situation promptly, the rumor mill will wreak havoc on the... Try keeping a pet bird. You'll see what I mean. Songbirds who know how to hold a tune can be very pleasant to listen to, but they can also become irritating. And as for the ones with excessively long tongues, well, they're so insufferable that they can't be kept as pets at all.
Yes!
I've listened to your concerns, and I'll talk to Sir Kujo for you. But I can't guarantee that he will change his mind.
I understand. Thank you for your...
All right, you ought to return now. I'm sure you...
Okay, then please excuse me.
Ah, yes, Lady Hiragi.
Oh? Oh. Sir Kamisato, you became a completely different...
Unruly servants like him need to be severely reprimanded. As a commissioner, the almighty Shogun trusts me to do her will. But now, I'd like to take off...
Oh, please.
You must have heard that the Kamisato clan once went through an extremely difficult... My father worked incredibly hard to compensate for the grave errors made by the Kamisato clan long ago, and restore our reputation. My mother loved him dearly. This sudden turn of events dealt a heavy blow to the Yashiro Commission. Behind the scenes, things became very... Everyone thought that the Kamisato clan had lost power. That made my sister and me nothing but burdens, hindering the ambition... It may sound preposterous now, but I assure you that is the truth of what the...
Pretty similar to how the
Back then, I had no choice but to accept the position I was in. While I desperately looked around for powerful supporters, I endured smear campaigns and attempts to I had no other choice. I had to honor my parents' dying wishes. I didn't mind what became of me, but my family. No one can... Fortunately,
I think I now know where my sense of loss and... Shinojo once told me that he saw what was in me, in a way that no one else did. That's why he couldn't bear to... I thought the reason I felt unsettled was because of uncertainty over getting married. But the fact is, it's
The reason why Sir Kujo was able to face the prospect of marriage so confidently is because...
That's it. The situation I'm facing now is the same one he faced back then. When his clan was in crisis, he bravely drew his blade and challenged the all... It is time for me to make a...
Well said. I'm sure once you have grown and gained confidence, your father will be able to let... It might not sound exciting, but this kind of personal growth is a necessary step in...
And I'm sure I can get... I will use this as an opportunity to take over the responsibilities of the Hiragi clan. I'll think about... This puts less pressure on Kamachi, and means I can support and protect myself without having to worry about...
My best wishes to both of you were and remain heartfelt. When the time...
Thank you, Sir Kamisato. I am grateful for everything you... Now, if you'll excuse me...
Take care, Lady Hiragi. I'm confident...
Yes. In fact, my recent experience...
She really has the air of a leader now. Hats off to you too, sir. Everyone thought there was no way out until you pulled that super smart strategy up.
In fact, counter-checking is a perfectly common maneuver. Our rival this time was easy to deal with. He was smart, but short-sighted, and sloppy in his...
Even so, anyway, it's kind of a relief.
I agree. Stability in Inazuma benefits me as well. I wasn't about to pass... Well, perhaps for Master Matsura, power is his life's pursuit. But for me, nothing matters more than the stability of Inazuma. A stable nation is the prerequisite for a stable Yashiro Commission. Only then can the Kamisato clan. But human desire will always be a factor in the equation. This is not the first situation. All I have tried to do is make sure the three parties to the Tri-Commission. Another positive outcome is that everyone recognizes how important Lady Hiragi is now. Dealing with the Hiragi clan will be much easier for her than navigating a new...
There were so... wait a second! You weren't trying to stop the wedding from the very beginning, were you?
I thought straight away it was bad timing. Nevertheless, everything I said to Hiragi Chisato was entirely sincere. If you choose to give up your stance on something once, you'll be having to compromise. I didn't want to see her suffer because she didn't realize what... Now, she has the chance to become her own person.
Okay then, guess we'll have to wait and...
All right. Farewell, and profuse thanks to you both. I shall have to host you at the Kamisato estate when my sister is next available.
Looks like everything's resolved. Masterfully done. Everything was perfect. Well, except for one minor detail.
Didn't you like it? I distinctly remember you saying you are quite
Oh! My lord?
The Traveler had one of those as well.
I'm sure she's made a great impression on you.
The Traveler did indeed play a critical role in this case. I'm sure both families would have been more guarded against me had she and her companion not been present. It wouldn't have been so easy to get to the heart of the matter.
There you go again, my lord. Placing the focus on other people while...
Naturally. Yes. Now that we're...
に閉じ込められた時、雨水は大事な水源になる。今は役に立たないけどな。
お嬢様の安全は俺が守る。
行くぞ！